What's up, everyone? It's Azora Hype here. I'm super happy to be here this Thursday. I can't speak super happy. I'm trying to mix my French and English, but I'm super happy to be here with you on this Thursday. Game of Thrones Season 8 is wrapping up filming, and they're going to be doing a cast going away party, basically. They're almost all done, but it's the long night. We got a ways to go until Game of Thrones Season 8. So what we're going to do is we're going to get hype in the chat. We're going to hang out together. We're going to have a blast. We're going to talk some Game of Thrones Season 8 Endgame theories. Take a look at some of these interviews that have been going down, and maybe we can see if we can't pull some little nuggets of information out of there, and, some more announcements. And we'll go from there and just have some fun. So let's see who's in the live chat today. We have Chrissy of Oldstone, George Turner, Forrest, the original, David Adams, Lauren's Corner. Hello, I'm gonna make you a mod, Lauren. It's about time. Add moderator, Lauren. We got so many mods here in the chat. We got Talmaska Dan is still in here, and the England game is going on. Wow, that's respect, dude. Tam Hutchins, Amy True. We have Papa Tab up in here. We have Scotty JRL. We have a donation from Talmaskadan, a share plus Ned equals mermaids, the pre-stream dono. And we also have a pre-stream donation from Secrets of the Citadel, World of Con Drinking Fund. So thank you so much, everyone. I'm sure there's going to be more of you awesome people coming here in the live chat. But I don't know, where should we start? There's a few articles from Watchers on the Wall that are kind of gasoline that we can kind of just go into and kind of start the fire. What else do we want to get into today? Do we want to start off with Watchers on the Wall? They have a few articles with Nikolaj, which are pretty good. One talking about him and Cersei, kind of one talking about, we're going all in for Game of Thrones Season 8, or we can kind of start off with the Q&A, and then we kind of finish with the news. So I'm going to let chat decide. If you want to start off with the articles, fire emoji. If you want to start off with the Q&A, heart emoji. I'm going to take a sip of my sparkling water here. So fire emoji if you want to start with the news, or if you want to start with the Q&A, we will go with the hearts. Ooh, we got some fire in the chat. What's up, Michael? Nice to see you, man. Quinn himself is putting a spider. He wants ice spiders. We all do. All right, so it's pretty unanimous. What we're going to do is we're going to go to Watchers on the Wall, and we're going to start off with this article right here. I'm going to screen cap it with everyone. I'm going to read it, and then we're just going to go into it. All right. Close on my porn before we screen cap here. All right, so here we go. Watchers on the Wall. Nikolaj says, we've gone all in. And this one was wrote by Vanessa Cole, who's very, very awesome. Filming on the 8th season of the Game of Thrones is wrapping up, and reports are trickling in on the actors who have finished their shoots. Nikolaj is one of them, and he has filmed his last scene as Jaime Lannister. In a new interview with Variety, he shares his feelings about the final season and what it's like to say goodbye. So he said it's such a mixture of feelings. I was excited. I thought that Dan and Dave, the creators, they couldn't have done a better job at ending our story, which is absolutely fantastic. So that's really great. Super excited about that. Obviously the actors are going to hype it up, and they're going to be really, really excited about it because they're in the show. But he also said he was satisfied with where the story goes. We've worked harder than ever before. We spent twice as much time shooting these episodes than we did on 2 full seasons before. No expense has been spared. We've gone all in, he explains. We really hope people will like it. And he says, regarding his final scene, Nikolaj says it was very emotional. However, he confesses, I'm not quite finished with Game of Thrones. I don't think I'll ever be gone from my life. I'm going back to Belfast next week. I'm not 100% done. The last scene in the script, I shot that, yeah. And the last scene with me anyway. So that's pretty sweet. So what do we think about that? Jaime Lannister. Nikolaj has shot his last scene in Game of Thrones. What do you think his last scene is, people? I don't know. It's gonna be interesting to see. What's his last scene? Everyone, let's get some predictions in the chat. I personally think that he's going to go in a blaze of glory, lighting some wildfire. That's where I think it's going. But I'm gonna let everyone in the chat kind of do this. my phone's going off. Him dying in battle? Okay, so Lindsay, you think that that's in King's Landing? Do you think that that's in North? Not even gonna guess. Last scene was Cersei. Okay. Death by wildfire, says Wesley. Chrissy says, I think he'll die fighting. Karen Richmond, sugar mama of hype. What's going on? Being killed by the mountain after he kills Cersei. Ooh. So the mountain's gonna see. I'm on the opposite. I think that the mountain's gonna have to die first for him to get to Cersei. But that's a good prediction. Dying in Brienne's arms. Okay. Killing Cersei, then lighting the wildfire. I agree. Or Arya taking his face off. Ooh. So Arya taking Jaime's face and then killing Cersei. Jaime's last words will be burn them all to the army of the dead. That's awesome, Scotty. Saving Brienne again, Ryan. Okay, that's pretty interesting. Jaime walking away with a wildfire explosion behind him. Kind of like Denzel in Equalizer, where he's just like walking, strutting off. Okay, that's pretty interesting. Just because it's the last scene doesn't mean it's a death scene, says Mia Ice and Fire. Yeah, that's true. He goes out fighting for the living, protecting a Stark or Jon out of guilt, dies in Brienne's arms, says Otillo. I want to see the mountain cutting up people before he goes. Well, I think that's, I don't know. I think someone's going to die by the mountain. He's undead. I pretty much the only way he dies is burning his head or something. It is the final season, everyone. So there's a lot of predictions, but I think the majority of everyone thinks that Jaime is actually going to go out and it's going to be in a blaze of glory. That's pretty sweet. I like that people are kind of on the same page here. Realizes it was all a dream. Yeah, I'm not even going there. Let's go to another article. So that was the first article. Wrapping up. Let's go on. Deconstructs Jaime's choice to leave Cersei and the challenges of shooting the final season. Let's go. Actually, let's go with the wrap party. The Game of Thrones wrap party. Let's do that. Let's go in here. Screen share application. There we go. All right. So, final Game of Thrones wrap party to take place as fire ravages in season 8 set. The second longest battle shoot continues. So we obviously know that the battle for King's Landing is being filmed, and that earlier before we saw obviously the 55-day night shoot for Winterfell go down, the Battle of Winterfell. Here's what it says. Game of Thrones may be about to end production for one last time with a definitive wrap party in the days to come. But the frenzy shooting at King's Landing set through the past week. If you're keeping a score by this point, the climactic battle has the second largest action shoot in Game of Thrones history, rivaled only by the Money Glass battle shoot from earlier this year, so the one at Winterfell. It's still going with record number of extras. Wow. Blazing destruction of the capital. So it looks like there is going to be some dragon fire going it down in King's Landing. We can check out this video. Let's see what I read Priestess on Twitter. So it looks like part of King's Landing is burning. That's pretty interesting. So King's Landing, I'm assuming there's going to be wildfire and dragons and all that. So a Red Priestess, follow her on Twitter. She's awesome. She has amazing updates if you like Thrones news. And then here's some of the set of King's Landing with the giant green screen. You can kind of see landmark Dubrovnik Dome was set ablaze. Some other pictures. It's an absolutely massive set. And according to Los Sitarianos, this won't be the typical battle scene of exclusive armed soldiers, but this featured more than 600 extras among the women, which points to civilians being caught in the crossfire. Reportedly, the scene will resume filming this week, wrap in early July. By the end, at least 3 weeks of filming will have been located to part of the larger Battle of King's Landing. Wow, crazy. And here's the second part of the article, everyone. The wrap party will be on June 30th in Belfast, with all former cast members included. So they're going to include all the former cast members. And Game of Thrones is coming to an end, and they're trying to get everyone together for one kind of final gathering. So that's pretty friggin' sweet, everyone. They're getting all of the old cast members together, and people like Sean Bean and Hodor, Christian Nairn, and obviously probably Michelle Fairley and Sibel Kikili, who we got to chill with at Con Throne. So that's really interesting, everyone. They're bringing back some of the fan favorites, and we need to see pictures of Jason Momoa and Christopher Hivju and Rory McCann all drinking together and having a great time. Hyping, you guys are hyping the chat today. It's awesome. I know there's a lot of people watching the England game. We've got a lot of people that watch from England, so thanks everyone for joining today. I know it's summertime and people want to be outside doing things, and that's what I've been doing, getting in shape and cleaning up my diet. But you know what? Let's who should we put on the wall of hype? Who should we put on the wall of hype today? We got what, 50 people watching. We have 45 days until Worldcon, and then it's another week after that. That's 52 days until DragonCon. Thank you, Katrin. Katrin made a $20 donation to the GoFundMe. Pardon me. It was yesterday or this morning. Really appreciate that. I think we're a fourth of the way through. So thank you so much for that, Katrin. Who should go on the wall of hype today? Who should go on the wall of hype? Do I look fantastic? I'm raising, Karen Richmond with the donation. I'll raise a glass to you, Karen. You're always so good to me. You know what? Let's put Lauren's Corner on the wall of hype. Let's do that. And you'll see my new jacket, everyone. My Super Mario. And see, this is kind of a hype and love jacket, right? Mario's giving the peace sign, right? So let's put Lauren's Corner on the wall of hype. Let's put Lauren on the wall of hype. I'll keep this marker over here with me just for right now because I have a feeling we're going to put some more people on there. Kate. We'll put Kate on the wall of hype too. Kate. But this is a hype and love jacket, everyone. Mario's giving the peace sign, and we like peace. So we'll put Karen on here. Karen Costa. Karen C. There we go. We got a couple names. Now let's put a line here so we can at least try to organize it. Try to. There we go. Wall of hype is looking a little bit better today. All right. No, well, you know what? You know what's crazy is it's super cool inside of my house, right? And you guys know I gotta look cute for the ladies, all the beautiful ladies we always come and have in the chat. Karen Richmond and of course Chrissy and all the others. I gotta look sharp on stream, so I'm wearing the jacket. It's air conditioned in here. We got the AC going on. So we got Lauren's Corner and Karen on the wall of hype. Thank you very much for the donation, Karen Richmond. And yeah, let's get back to the conversation. So we lost 7 viewers after we went to the wall of hype, but whatever. You know how we do here. But yeah, what does everyone think of the wrap party? Who do we think will be attending that? Will Sean Bean be attending? Will the Hodors of the world be attending? John St. Baptiste in here? Am I missing him? Oh, by the way, everyone, tomorrow we got episode number 20 of the Citadel of Hype podcast. It's going to be here on my channel tomorrow. It's going to be me. It's going to be Gemma. John St. Baptiste from the chat is coming on. JR Rowley from the chat is coming on. And we have some other special guests for you. It's going to be what I like to call a super panel. There's going to be like 6 or 7 of us tomorrow. There's going to be drinking games. There's going to be all sorts of other games. And that's right. Since we didn't do a bonus podcast, we decided that we're going to do a 2-hour podcast tomorrow night, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I know it's a little late for you European people and Australians and whatnot. But tomorrow, 2-hour live stream. Me, Gemma, J.R. Rowley, John St. Baptiste, and other special guests. And it's going to be really fun. We're going to do drinking games, Q&A, and we're going to be doing 3 or 4 giveaways tomorrow. I know we're for sure doing 3 giveaways tomorrow, but we're doing a bunch of different giveaways tomorrow. You guys have been super, super supportive of the podcast. And yeah, I hope that all of you guys and gals will be there tomorrow. Really, really excited for that. But let's get back. Season 8, they're wrapping up filming. How does everyone feel about this? I'm feeling a little bit emotional, honestly. You know, it's Game of Thrones has changed my life in such a way that I can't really even explain. You know, met my best friends through the Game of Thrones community, and now it's done filming. That's so crazy, right? Really can't believe that they're done filming already. Yeah, tomorrow it will be at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, not 7 p.m. We're doing it a little bit early. I actually have to go to it's like a bachelorette party tomorrow night. My friend Jordan and his fiance Tam, they're having like horseshoes, like Canadian, like bocce ball and horseshoes, and we're having a fire and drinks in the backyard. So I'm going to that tomorrow night. I'll be crying full Khaleesi, Lindsay Walker. Are you new to the channel, by the way, Lindsay, or have you been around for a while? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I've just missed you in the live chat, but welcome if you're new. And anybody else that's watching and wants to comment and hasn't joined us in the live chat, don't be shy. Everyone is welcome here. We're always having a blast, so don't be shy. Feel free to come in the live chat and discuss your favorite characters, whatever. Sad? Okay. Me, Ice and Fire. It's actually 11 p.m. in the UK, I think. You're new, Lindsay. Everyone, let's welcome. You know what? We're putting Lindsay on the wall pipe. She's new. She's got to go up on there. Everybody, welcome Lindsay. My marker. I think my marker might be dying. Lindsay W., you are now on the wall of hype. Let's welcome Lindsay to the fam. But everybody's pretty. It's pretty sad, right? Like to know, like I don't think it's just about Game of Thrones when I think about how fast things go. It's just like how fast life flies by. I'm like, I was 14 how many years ago? You know what I mean? It's like this thing inside your mind that reminds you is like, wow, you really got to take advantage of time in life because it flies by. Yeah, Lindsay, welcome. Katie is new to the channel too. Jeez. Katie. KT. We're going nuts today. KT. I'll put a smiley face on this one. There we go. You know, let's put a big heart up for everyone today. There we go. KT, welcome. Yeah, we're crazy, but crazy in a good way, like crazy positive. We like to have crazy amounts of fun. But yeah, that's one thing that's crazy, right? It flies by. And I think the one thing that's going to be good about Game of Thrones Season 8 is it's kind of going to be like Game of Thrones Season 1, where it's like, oh, it's this journey that we know is going to end, but I think that we're all really, really going to enjoy it. And it sounds like we're getting bigger episodes. And I'm hoping that we'll get confirmation of that soon. But fuck me. Did I put Kate Costa down as Karen C? Let's fix that. I'm awesome like that, huh? There we go. I fixed it. Knucklehead. Yeah, it's gonna be like 6 movies. I think. I think it's really gonna be jam packed, and I think it's gonna be awesome. Hey, make the bad man fly to Cali. Everyone, John St. Batiste, he's going to be coming on the channel tomorrow. We're going to be having two. I think Carol Brown might come on too. I sent her an invite on Twitter, but I promised you guys that we will be having new people on the channel. And I try to get people from the live chat and from Patreon, and try to have more guests on. And John St. Batiste is coming on the channel tomorrow, everyone. So is J.R. Raleigh. So thank you for that, John. Really, really appreciate that. I'll put that straight. I'm putting that straight towards my flight to California, man. And for those of you that don't know, I am going to see George R. R. Martin speak. We got our tickets yesterday, and we're going to be 10 rows away from George R. R. Martin speaking in this orchestra ballroom. And he's going to be interviewing. He's going to talk about art, literature, and his life as an author. So we're really, really excited. I think it's going to be in Redwood City, just in between San Jose and San Francisco. So really, really appreciate all the donations for you guys helping me get to that. But what does everybody think? Like, I mean, let's see in chat. If you're sad, put if you're excited for Game of Thrones season 8 and you think that we're gonna get longer episodes, put the heart emoji. And if you're just like straight sad about it, put a fire emoji. Because I understand if you are sad about it. So heart emoji if you're super excited for movie long episodes, and yeah, and fire emojis if you're really sad about it. Every celebration, early celebration for the hoedown tomorrow. Yeah, it's gonna be great. We're gonna be doing like fun little trivia games. We're gonna be doing like pitting people against each other. We'll get the chat, and we got some games for the chat as well. We got some fun games for the chat. We're gonna do some. We're gonna do some. It's gonna be a laid back stream. It's gonna be more of a celebration for you guys, so we can all just have fun together and kind of hang out. Just started the 4th book, but would love to come on. Yeah, like I want to have more people on, Kate, right? Like Lauren Corner. We got to have Lauren on sometime. She has her channel too. She's awesome. But I think during the long night, you know what I mean? We should just continue to bring our community closer together. And if we have people on, like when I first started, I don't seem like a shy guy, but like I didn't know what I was doing at the beginning of all this. If I can inspire other people to kind of express themselves with their love for A Song of Ice and Fire and A Game of Thrones, that to me is awesome. Got to have Karen Richmond on sometime as well. Karen, if you ever want to come on, the invitation is open. By the way, Karen has been the biggest supporter on Patreon. Her and PJ have been supporting the channel, and Aaron Habig have been supporting the channel for a long, long time. But Karen, you have been the #1 supporter from Patreon and super chats and stuff like that. So open to you, milady. You ever want to come on, the invitation is there. Alex Conscious, first time in the chat. Cool. Alex, welcome, Alex. Thank you. Do you think Bran could actually be the Night King? I think it's possible. I think there's a connection there. If you've seen Harry Potter, Alex, I think that the connection is very similar. Voldemort and Harry were bonded together. When Voldemort killed Harry's mother, the part of Harry went within. Part of Voldemort went within Harry, and they were connected. He was like a Horcrux, right? Like kind of like the last Horcrux for Voldemort. So I think that that is something that we got to look at, because the show and the books are a little bit different. But does the Bran get touched by the Night King in the books as well? If the Night King is actually a thing in the books, I think that it's not so much that Bran is the Night King as they are more symbiotically or Yeah, kind of like symbiotically together. You know, I mean, like the Night King has touched Bran, so they're connected, right? Psychically in their minds, kind of like Voldemort and Harry Potter. I don't know if that makes sense, everyone. That's kind of how I feel about it. Holly Cooper. We're gonna put Holly on the wall of hype. Yeah, for that donation. Stop checking out my butt, everyone. I think this one is dying. I think I'm gonna have to get some new pens soon. Hey, Rianne, nice to see you. Hubby thinks I should put myself forward to come on. If you think you could stand my accent, yeah, definitely. I'd love to have you on, Amy. Thanks, Rianne. Peter Griffin, I'm going to see George R. R. Martin speak in California in August. He's doing. I think that's the only he's going because the Hugo Awards are going down, and that's what he's going to check out. He'll be there for that. So but we're going to an event before it even starts. We're going on the Tuesday, 2 days before Worldcon, and he's going to be speaking in an like auditorium type orchestra, and it's going to be sweet. 10 rows away from George R. R. Martin. I'm really excited about it. I think we have to get dressed up like a little bit for it, right? Like I gotta look good for that. Holly, of course. Did I not put you on the wall before? That's a tragedy if I haven't. I apologize. Q&A, Lord, will we get another Samuel L. Jackson recap for the final season? Yeah, I think so. You guys, the donation train is crazy today. Thank you so much, guys. Joffrey Baratheon, can someone do me a favor? What's the favor, Joffrey? I need pizza. Joffrey Baratheon needs a pizza, everyone. Yeah, Nikhil, the wall of hype does get pretty crazy, huh? So if I do get a question for George R. R. Martin, everyone, it's possible. I'm 10 rows away. I'm gonna try my very best to get a question in for George R. R. Martin. What should I ask George R. R. Martin about Game of Thrones season 8? If I had to ask him a question about Game of Thrones season 8, well, what should I ask him? You need to get your George R. R. Martin outfit approved by us, Kyle. You can choose your own undies. Hey, Laura, nice to see you. And by the way, everyone, I don't know if any of you watch the show Vikings. Pardon me. Me and King McKay will be doing our first podcast on King McKay's channel. I don't know if it'll be uploaded this weekend, but it's going to be out probably early next week. And we're going to be discussing Vikings and what's going to happen in season 5B because they split up the seasons in 2 episodes of 10 or 12, I think. So we're going to be discussing that. We're going to be discussing the second half, what's going to happen in the second half of the season of Vikings. And me and King McKay are going to be collaborating a second podcast. And the podcast will be on my channel the week after. So if any of you guys like the show Vikings, a podcast is coming for that. Okay. He's too occupied with new stuff. Yeah. Mandolin. Lawrence Corner asked him, even get in an argument with your wife and threaten to kill Arya out of spite? No. Let's look George in the eye and ask him if the books are done. And just, no, I'm not going to do that. Will John be coming back in the books? I don't think he can really answer that. And Uncle Joe, will Howland Reed be in T? Well, that's an interesting one. I got pretty good style though, don't I, guys? Like, I mean, John, I appreciate the offer to help me look sharp. Do you think little Sam has king's blood? It's treason if I don't get pizza. Sorry. Joffrey. You're not getting any pizza from me, man. From me, dude. Yeah, you know what? I don't know if I, because he must get asked a lot of the same monotonous questions, and I don't want to aggravate him. If I get an opportunity to ask him a question, I'm gonna ask him a question where it allows him to express himself and kind of go into creative mode for you, and then I'll be able to report on it for you guys. You know what I mean? I'm hoping that we might be able to record it. We haven't got information on that yet because we've just actually applied for our press passes for DragonCon and Worldcon today. But this is kind of a separate event, so I don't know if we'll be able to do that, but I'm hoping that we'll be able to take pictures and stuff like that and be able to show that to you. But we're going to report on it. We're going to do a whole me and George while we're there. Actually, Lucifer means Lightbringer. I think he might be going, but Aziz and Nashea will be staying from History of Westeros. Will be staying with me and George in California. So we're gonna get something together with them and kind of have a roundtable discussion for you guys about what George is going to be talking about at this meeting. DragonCon is in Atlanta, Robbie. Afton, what's going on, man? Or miss? Oops. Afton, nice to meet you. It has been said there is one big twist coming in season 8. What do you think it is? I think it's something to do with Bran Stark. Or it's a twist with the White Walkers. Something along those lines. I mean, if it's on the same level as Shireen and Hodor, it's going to be something that's really tragic, obviously. And I actually think it has to do with Bran Stark, maybe, or it could be with Jaime. Could be with Jaime Lannister. Like Bran and Jaime are kind of on opposite sides of the spectrum, and Jaime has to like kill Bran or something. That'd be nuts. Karen, if future writers use him as an influence as he used others, which characters would he like to be referenced in those texts? Oh my God, Karen. I'm saving that question. Yeah, because we have certain. I mean, obviously, there's people say there's cliche characters like Jon Snow. The exiled king. Well, Daenerys Targaryen can kind of represent kind of the Arthurian legend. Same with Jon. Living under his uncle, being hidden from the other kings and queens of the realms of the Seven Kingdoms, that kind of thing. So Jon could kind of be like, that's one of the most cliche characters. George might pick someone like, a Samuel Tarly or something like that. That would be really interesting. That'd be really interesting to see who he would pick for that. Great question. Joffrey, you look like Ryan Gosling. Joffrey Baratheon, I really appreciate you. You're actually being quite kind today. You're not being a cunt like you are in the show. So thank you. Everybody say hello to Joffrey Baratheon in the chat. Oh, we got Secrets of the Citadel in the chat. Nice. Great question, Karen. Wow. I just emailed that to myself so I won't forget it. That's dope. That's a dope question. That was an excellent question, Karen. Wow. Awesome. Oh, now Chad is getting all starstruck by Gemma. Hello, our beautiful lady kissed by fire. Yeah, Gemma's pretty awesome. Oh my God, Senpai Chan, you noticed me. Who is this Joffrey Baratheon, by the way? This is so funny. I love this. I love it because there's like Jon Snow Targaryen, who's been like a subscriber of the channel since like 500 subscribers. There's a Sandor Clegane. There's a Night King subscribed to the channel. It's really funny. People who make these fake accounts and then come in the live chat and it's like, that's my moment of clarity for the year. Louise and Mark Treadway. What's going on, Louise and Mark? Do you think that Cersei's baby could be the Valonqar? It's really, I mean, you mean that her own baby kills her? That could be interesting. You know what's even more interesting, Louise and Mark? I think that Ertach Altanaz, who did an amazing drawing. You know, actually, let's go search it out right now. He's on DeviantArt. Let's search out his most latest drawing. I think this could actually be a great prediction. And this is actually something that's really underrated. Now, I'm going to show this to you. Urtach is a good friend of the channel. Absolutely love him. We're gonna screen cap this. Just give me a sec. I think this prediction, everyone, look at how amazing his art is, everyone. Like, wow, right? Just absolutely stunning. Imagine Daenerys Targaryen as the Valonqar, right? The more but like, look at this. Who's that under Daenerys' face? Arya. Oh my goodness. Wouldn't that be nuts? Daenerys dies and she steals, her face gets stolen by Arya. Wow. I love Urtach so much, everyone. How dope is that? His art is so insanely incredible. I don't know how HBO hasn't hired him yet, but it's an absolute travesty that he that would be crazy, right? Wouldn't that be nuts? But that would kind of really upset John. I mean, I don't see it happening, but you know, even Daenerys herself being the Valonqar, or Arya taking someone else's face. But I think obviously the most likely candidate is Jaime. I think he has to be the one to end it. So, but I would love to see a situation where it's any one of those people, really. So, yeah, he's Jaime is the one that can physically get close to Cersei. He can kind of trick her and get in there, I think. The roof of my mouth is itchy. I have my allergies today, and I don't know why it's bothering me. I'll take a drink of water. You guys are so awesome in the chat today. Sandor is the Valonqar and kills Cersei in the mountain. That'd be awesome. J.R. Quinn himself is actually he's my friend from Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario. It's not Ideas of Ice and Fire, in case you were just wondering about that. The, the Starks are good at choking people. Just ask Littlefinger. Yeah, I could kind of see that. Sherry McLean, did you notice the similarities between the Faceless Men rituals and the one Melisandre did to bring Jon back? Yeah, very much so. Kill Lindsay Walker, Arya is going to go on a Kill Bill type of thing. Yeah, that'd be sweet. So predictions, most people think that is Jaime that's going to kill Cersei. Is that kind of the consensus right now? So Jaime is number one, then Arya, then Daenerys, Jon, like one of those, Sandor. Then there's kind of some tertiary. Cersei's baby died and became a white and strangled her. I don't know if that, I mean, I don't know. That seems kind of complicated, Louise and Mark. Your friend that you were required to do karaoke with soon. Well, it's my birthday next Thursday, Quinn. We can go for karaoke next weekend. And by the way, we will be doing a birthday stream next week, everyone. Secrets of the Citadel, my co-host Gemma, she will be joining me. I think it's going to be during the day because I'm going to see Ant-Man and Wasp at night. Some of my friends are taking me out. And we're gonna go hang out. But Thursday we will be doing a birthday stream. It is my 32nd birthday next week. I know I don't look it. Thank goodness. Knock on wood. We will be doing a birthday stream next Thursday. So you're all invited to my birthday party stream next week. How poetic might it be if Cersei asked Tyrion to kill her, like in a cell or something? I don't think Tyrion would grant her that wish though. Can I come to your party? Happy birthday, man. Welcome to the club. I turned 33 in November. I don't feel old though. I feel young. Euron, yeah, I don't. I think Euron's gonna be long dead before then, or at least he dies. Like if he does make it to that big battle in King's Landing, he's dying early in that episode, and like Theon or someone will take him out. I don't think Euron's gonna take out Cersei. Cersei's way more important than Euron, so I don't see him doing that. Yeah, I know. A lot of people don't. I mean, when I shaved my beard, remember when I shaved my beard, how young I looked? I looked like 5 years younger. I'm not growing the beard back fully, but I am growing back a little bit of a beard. I'll probably keep it like grow it out for another week or two and keep it trimmed, nice and trimmed. My hair is getting long though, as you can see. I kind of got my slick back hair right now. Mia Ice and Fire's not even 20 yet. 25 tops. Katie, you're definitely staying on the wall of hype now for that comment. Thank you. Alex, what's the deal with the Faceless Men's magic specifically? I don't know. It's really interesting. I really hope that they delve into that in Game of Thrones season 8 because people were saying in the chat earlier, it's like the way John got resurrected, it was very similar to the cleaning of the body to what Melisandre was doing. So it would be so interesting if Melisandre was a faceless man or something. I don't know. Cersei will be judged by dragons. That'd be sweet. Euron may mess up his hipster clothes if he strangles Cersei. Yeah. You think? I mean, I think Jaqen or a faceless man, because Jaqen is technically dead. But I think that Jaqen will be in season 8. He'll definitely be in season 8. We got 20 likes on the video and 0 dislikes. If you're enjoying this and you're having a blast in the live chat, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're actually new to the channel. Of course, if you'd like bonus content, I do bonus content on Patreon. We do bonus podcast content, do early updates, access to my videos. You can help support the channel on Patreon. It's as easy as signing up for $1 and you get bonus content. You get to participate in polls, extra giveaways, stuff like that. So you can, in the description of this video, join Patreon. If you do look in the description, actually, I could probably screen cap it for you guys. One sec. If you do want to support the channel, super easy. Description of this video. There's a Patreon here. Boom. Super easy. Also, there's all sorts of things that we can do. We got 121 patrons now, which is pretty awesome. We're getting closer to our goal of going full time on YouTube, but got the Bowl of Brown, and there's all sorts of awesome stuff on Patreon, guys. I like to try to do as much as I can for people that support the channel. So we're trying to get to 130. I think we're at 121 right now. Let's get that going. Let's see if we can't add some more members to the Legion of Hype. But thank you so much to everyone who does support the channel on Patreon. We've got some extra cool stuff coming for you, like I said, and some announcements that I made the past few times. And yeah, really looking forward to adding new members to the Legion of Hype. Does the Iron Bank have control over the Faceless Men? I mean, it's hinted at that they are somewhat working together, at least in the books more than the show. But I don't know if they have control over the Faceless Men. But I mean, it does cost a lot of money to set it cost like basically enough to like fund a whole new kingdom to get a faceless man to come do the job for you. So very, very interesting. But I wouldn't say that they're like copacetic. I don't know if they are like 100% working together, but they might have a partnership. You know what I mean? So it's definitely a thing. This Joffrey Baratheon character in the chat is hilarious. You guys are hilarious in the chat, I swear. Like, try to keep it professional, and all you guys do is meme and have fun. I love it. Joffrey Baratheon said he stopped watching when Joffrey died, to be honest. He was the best. But aren't you Joffrey, though? Aren't you, like, technically dead? All right. Do we want to go into the Q&A part of the discussion? You guys can kind of just throw a bunch of questions at me. I'll try to answer as many as I can. We can do that if you guys want. Lisa. Joffrey's death was one of the best episodes. I have to agree with that. The ghost of Joffrey's past. Lindsay Walker, I know they said whites couldn't swim. I saw them attached to chains to Viserion. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. They're definitely not able to cross water, I think. I think they're going to stick with that. I don't think they want another plot hole and people just going nuts on social media about that, Lindsay. But maybe there's so many of them that they become like they're so huge of an army that they like flood the water and that they get like they walk across all the whites that are floating in the water. I don't know. You like watching on your TV? Yeah, I like watching other live streams on my TV too, Kate. How the survivors of the battle for Winterfell escaped the Night King on a dragon? Good question. I think that it's possible that someone like Bran wargs a dragon and keeps the Night King distracted. It's also possible that the Crypts of Winterfell have a secret passage to get the people out. I don't necessarily know if a lot of people are going to be surviving from that battle, Karen, but I think, the core people like Sansa and others, Jon will try to evacuate them. Daenerys will be pregnant. I don't know if Daenerys would take orders from Jon. She might, get on Drogon, but I think that the Crypts of Winterfell are a real option as far as like some sort of secret passageway to get out of Winterfell. Another great question from Karen, always killing it. We are getting new t-shirts, by the way, everyone. There was 8 options that I picked out of the 30 that were submitted. And we're going to be doing a giveaway tomorrow. And that person will have the very first access to the very first of the new shirts. And they'll be able to pick one of the new shirts. And some of the options are what is hype may never die. That's one of them. One of the possibilities is hype is coming. Family hype and honor is one of them as well. Hype bringer. So those are some of the options, and that's one of the giveaways we're going to be doing tomorrow. The shirts designs aren't made yet, but the person that does win will get the very first new shirt that we're going to be putting on teespring.com. You can also find Azor Hype pillows, merchandise, and all that stuff in the description of this video. We had a few, I think we had sold 5 or 6 shirts last week and 2 pillows. So you guys are awesome. Thank you so much for that. I could see the Hound dying in Winterfell, but I think that he has to confront his brother again. I mean, there was too much setup for that, right? I think he makes it to King's Landing. And Novi May. Stuck in the hospital and the guy next door laughs like Walder Frey and is mean to the nurses. I want to go all Artie on his ass. Damn. The lone wolf dies, but the hype survives. Damn, Lindsay. I love that one. I actually email that one to myself. Hey, we got a new patron. We're at 122. Otilla. I'm going to update this. Ugh. I'm going to update this too. The lone wolf dies, but the hype survives. I love that. So we're at 677 now because of Otilla, and we're at 122 patrons. And Otilla, let's do this. On the wall of hype. Thank you so much. Really, really appreciate that. Ugh. And everybody show some love to Otilla in the chat, one of the newest members of the Legion of Hype. Love that. But best wishes to you. Who was it in the hospital? Gotta scroll up here. You guys go so fast. I think it was a Novi May. Yeah, feel better. The lone wolf dies. But the hype survives. I love it. You can literally apply hype to like pretty much any saying. So. Oh, I drink and I hype things is also another option. That was like my favorite one out of everything. I drink and I hype things. That was another option for the shirts. I have options for both men and women, by the way. I have a bunch of really nice tank tops. There's hoodies. There's like, I think, 10 different options for shirts and hoodies. So, Aaron, Three-Eyed Raven told Bran that he will never walk again, but he will fly. Yeah, he's talking about crows, I think, Aaron, but also possibly dragons, too. Thanks for joining, Bubba Husky. Very nice to see you. As hype as honor. As hype as honor is pretty sweet as well. Hypolicious? What is that one? The hype's delight. Instead of the imp's delight, the hype's delight. Mora Lee. No, you rock, Mora. By the way, Mora, you've been added to the permanent spot on the wall of hype as all $20 patrons and above do. By the way, everyone, let's show some love to Mora Lee. She just became a $20 patron last week. Hell yeah. More up. Family Duty hype. Yeah, that's a good one too. Team Lannister has your back. Hear me hype. Ours is the hype. Yeah, those are all great options too. So, everyone, I've been working on a few videos. What would you like to see first? Before we get off the stream, I have a Daenerys video that I'm almost done for Karen Richmond. She's been our biggest supporter on Patreon and from the Super Chat, so she gets her sponsored video. But I've been working on a couple of other videos. There's top 5 things we need to see in Game of Thrones Season 8. That's one of the options. Top 5 things we need to see in the Winds of Winter. That's one of them. We also, another one is Jaime Lannister's hero's journey. Ragnarok and Westeros Part 2, talking about Odin, Brandon the Three-Eyed Raven. Or a Catelyn Stark video where I defend her. So there's top 5 things we need to see in Season 8. Top 5 things we need to see in Winds of Winter. We got, I'm forgetting all of them now. The Ragnarok and Westeros video was about Brandon the Three-Eyed Raven. And then the other ones that I mentioned. Unbowed, Unbent, Still Hype. I love that. I put that one down too. Unbowed, Unbent, Still Hype. Can we have all of them? Yeah, we can have all of them. But which one would you like to see first? Defending Catelyn Stark. Okay. The Ragnarok video. Top 5 for Season 8. Okay. Here we hype. You want a video about Joffrey? So there's a Catelyn Stark video. There's a Catelyn Stark video. Mora Lee, $10. Thank you so much, Mora. Really appreciate that. In defense of Catelyn Stark. There's in defense of Catelyn Stark, top 5 things we need to see in Season 8. Top 5 things we need to see in Winds of Winter. The Ragnarok and Westeros video with Bran and Odin. And then a Jaime Lannister video. Catelyn video, wow. You guys really want me to do the Catelyn video? That's really interesting. TWOW, obviously. Jaime video. Doom of Valyria. Nicholas going way off path. You still need to do a top 10 in season 8. I don't know if 5 will cut it. I can do a top 10 instead. Ooh, so top 5 for season 8 and Winds of Winter is kind of winning. It's close. So, okay, top 5 in season 8 or Catelyn Stark. Let's vote for that, since those are the two top ones. Catelyn or top 5 video for season 8? Top 10? Okay. You guys want me to do a top 10 instead? We can do top 10 instead of top 5 and or Catelyn. Damn. The top 5, top 10 video is winning. Let's get a few more votes in. Ten best things about Sansa. It's tied. Oh my goodness, we're tied for votes. Still, Catelyn. Oh damn. It's pretty close. We'll do a Jeopardy. Looks like top 10 won out by, oh, there's more Catelyn ones coming in. I can't tell if people have voted more than once. I'll just do both of them, guys. How about that? I'll do a Catelyn video and I'll do a top 10 video. So Daenerys video is coming first, and then I'll do the top 10 and Catelyn videos for you guys. But that's going to do it for today's stream, everyone. I really, 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 really appreciate all the generosity today. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some more people on the wall of hype. We're going to put, who else we got to put on there? We're going to fill up that wall of hype before we go. We'll put Bratislava, Sherry, we'll put up there. Poison Rationality, we'll put Poison up here. Nikhil, all right. And we already got Lindsay up there too. Let's put Laura. Let's put Laura on there. Laura D. All right. Well, the wall of hype is filled, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me today. It's an absolute blast. We got some more videos on the way. I'm starting to feel better. I was feeling a little bit under the weather for a little bit. I need to take some time to just feel better. And really, really appreciate all the donations. We have a new member of the Patreon Hype and Love family, Ochilla Angel. Thank you so much for that. Katrin, thank you for your donation to Worldcon. And thank you all for joining me today in the live chat. Tomorrow, don't forget, we got a double supersized Citadel of Hype podcast for you. Me, Gemma, JR Rowley, John St. Baptiste. We're going to have more guests for you. There's going to be drinking games, trivia, all sorts of fun and shenanigans. 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here on the channel. And we're really excited to be celebrating our 20th episode for the Citadel Pie podcast. If you do want to support the channel and become one of the patronites, you can look in the description of this video. You can join Patreon. Super easy to sign up. There's the GoFundMe in there, my Twitter, my Facebook. If you want to reach out and say, hey, Kyle, I'd love you to do a video on this, or you just want to say hey and chat, I'm always down. I'll chat with any one of you. And yeah, I'll see you all in the next video, everyone. We're going to power up. Hype and love.